Good morning and what's going on? Welcome to the Scooby Shake video with me on a beautiful day. Hashtag Team All Blade, hashtag No Blade Left Behind. Come on in, throw me a Scooby smile, and all I gotta say is squad goals. Thank you for being here, for clicking in today's video, and for joining me. Hopefully wherever you're watching from today, you've got something cold in your hand, you're sitting in a comfy chair, and you're ready for a shave. It's one for the 2025 year. I'm thrilled to have you here for it. It's gonna be phenomenal. Today I've got just over 48 hours to stubble, and we're gonna be tackling it, knocking it down with Yaqi's barely brand new re-released. This is their 37 Slant, and we've got it with their red tip hooked up right now. I am absolutely in love with this design. I think it's absolutely beautiful, right? It's a reimagination. It's a kind of it's a tribute to, right, the Merkur 37C, as you can see. Very, very, very well done. Beautifully polished stainless steel razor. It's a slant razor. And can we just give Grace and Team Yaqi a huge shout out and a massive thanks for allowing us to do and continue to do content for them into the 2025 year. It's been about 5 years doing reviews with Yaqi, and I'm thrilled to continue to do this. This is one of those razors, when I saw it released on their website, I said, that is amazing. I absolutely love it. How much is that going to go for, right? A stainless steel variation like this, beautifully polished, right? $80 right now, currently on their website. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm really excited to have it in hand, and I'm thrilled to have you here to see how it shaves, right? This is our first shave ever with this razor, and I'm telling you this, if it's anything like the face shave, we're in for a treat. Oh, it's gonna be phenomenal. We're also going to be using and kind of talking a little bit today about Lost Treasure one more time. This is a soap and splash that I've used before. It's a Master Soap Creations collaboration with Team Yaqi, and I absolutely love this. It's their take, their homage of 1 million, and it's really nice. It's, to me, I get this, like, I do see like where they can kind of see it's like a beachy vibe. The leathery tones, the amber tones, the orange tone is really the one that brings me into it. Orange and cinnamon. Can we just talk a little bit about that? It's got this spicy orangey smell to it, and it smells really, really nice. It's slightly sweet. It's very seductive. It pulls you in, and I think it smells very put together, right? It's a harmonious scent. Love this one, and it's very prominent. It's one, the projection lasts. I really like the projection on that. I did lather that soap today with a dry brush. It's something I've been playing around with. I don't say it, like, I don't think it's any better or worse, but I have been dry loading some of my soaps because I do like the ability to really compact and jam the soap in there as I'm lathering it, and it just gives me so much lather to work with. And today's lather is thick, it's rich. I really like the base from Master Soap Creations. I think they have done a phenomenal job with their stuff. It's a great price, and I think it really pairs up well with the Yaqi brand. Oh, smells phenomenal, and it really is, like, I don't know, it just smells like you're giving yourself a little, like an upgraded shave today, and it smells really, really good. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this before we jump in right into the shave. The 37C, right? The slant razor from Merkur. It's a die-cast Z-Mac product, and it's the reason I have not ever purchased the razor, right? The head on them is phenomenal, but it does tend to corrode with long-term use or with slight abuse, right? If you're not really maintaining and paying attention to it. The threads especially are known on the 37C to kind of corrode. I have borrowed a few of them in the past, but I do not own one for that reason, right? The 37C actually has two variations for everybody out there that doesn't know that. It actually underwent a change in 2015, and Razor Rock, surprisingly enough, when they cloned the Merkur 37C razor, right, they actually went on their older variation. You can see here, and I'll try to get some photos of this over here as we're talking, but there was actually somebody that posted up and kind of described and showcased the difference between the 2015 release and the post 2015 updates. And what you'll see is the cap is slightly changed between 2015 and the new ones. I believe that Yaqi has cloned or updated or, you know, reimagined, redesigned off of the newer variation. I believe you can see how thick thick this cap is and how less pronounced like the actual dip is into the head cap. I believe this is the newer variation, the more smooth variation, and the more modified, upgraded variation. Right? The older ones apparently had a little bit more bite, and they typically took a little bit more skill to use. I just want to call that out before everyone goes to blow and grabs pitchforks and torches. I do want to talk a little bit about this design right here, right? The bomber tip design that I know that Doug over at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements has had for a long time, right? This idea where you screw in some different colored knobs. I love this. I think it's awesome. I love being able to grab, you know, a different color per the shave soap or whatever you're using to kind of change the vibe and change the photos and stuff. I think it's cool. I think it's a fun way to customize a razor, right? And I know as soon as this released over on Yaqi's website, there was some like discussion happening, right? So I feel like it has to be something we talk about here because I know it's something everybody else is talking about all over the place. Firstly, I want to just call this out. I just have to call this out. The Razor Rock company, right? Razor Rock has this handle that also has the same design where you can like have a threaded knob down below that comes off and you can change it back and forth. They do that in both the like a aluminum, and they also do it in a stainless steel. This is what the bottom looks like when you've taken it off right there. So it's not technically not already been done, right? This idea of having a swappable like knob at the bottom of it has been duped before, but maybe not quite as aggressively as this. I will mention that the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements version is fully knurled, whereas this one, it matches their barber pole design, which is very pretty. Very, very nice design from Grace and Yaqi. I really like the barber pole design, and I think altogether it looks really good, but it's either here or there how you feel about this being done by the Yaqi brand. I want to also call out, you can use the razor obviously without the knob if you want to just boycott it, or you can get crazy and you can use the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements line's version of their knobs on the same handle and really stick it to everybody. Really create a discussion on your Savior of the Day photos. Overall, I really think they did a good job. I think Yaqi's quality, and I just want to mention this, the quality of this polish, take a look here, is flawless. It's impeccable. It's absolutely it's beautiful. It's everything you would ever want from a high-end polish shop, right? But at a good price, $80. And that was the one thing when I was kind of going back and forth with a couple people that were outside of the United States, right? Outside of my country, right? They were mentioning that the price to get Douglas's little bomber tip handles shipped to them was actually more expensive than just getting the full razor. So I do think that the cool option is when you buy something like this, right, there's options, right? And as a consumer, as a person that's buying and wanting, you know, product variations and changes and customizations, I really like this option, right? I like that it's cheaper. I do like that you get a really quality high design razor. And I also really like just the aesthetics of it. Let's get in here and see how it shaves. I will mention that on the face shave today, right? On the face shave, the razor actually has this nice beveled angle to it. And because of the beveled angle on the head cap, it shaves almost a very easy to find, very specific angle. It has its own very easy, like it's very approachable because of how easy the angle is to find due to the beveled face on the razor. Another thing is that they've mentioned the gap is right around 1.0 on the razor. Exposure has not been discussed. It's a slant razor, so exposure kind of is going, you know, dynamically across the razor, so it changes. So it's not surprising to me that they don't release that spec. But here you go, take a look. That is the stubble coming off, no problems. The Lost Treasure, it just smells so good. And I really like how easy this razor is on the skin. What a shave. I'm telling you this, I really like that. I'm surprised. It really shaves quite good. I know that the 37C razor from Merkur gets a lot of praise. It's a razor that a lot of people have owned multiple of, right? When theirs fails, they go buy another one. And it's crazy because it's about a $50 razor, right? So it's not just, you know, super duper cheap, and people like it enough to continue to chase them. And for me, I think it's really nice in a stainless steel durable finish, because then you're not having having to worry about corrosion or things falling apart. You can see it's a heavy, like a heftier, bulkier head. So I am tilting my ear down slightly to make it a little easier to get it lower. But the actual blade is very prominent on the razor. I can feel it. I know right where that blade starts and right where it ends, which is really nice with a slant razor, right? Because sometimes they have a very unique shape profile, and so you have to kind of fiddle with the angle. And this one's not that way for me. It goes right to the shave angle it needs to be at. It's a very smooth razor. Another thing that I will mention is like when you compare slants to standard razors, right? The standard angle blade, people kind of go back and forth on it. Does it actually improve the shave? Is it slicker? Is it smoother? For me, I do get a closer, more long-lasting shave with a slant, but that is not for everybody, right? Everybody kind of has to find their own preference. I love slant razors, and as such, right, I think this is one of the better ones I have used. Actually, it's so cool to see the team Yaqi and their brand really have improved over the last 5 years. I mean, I remember when they first released their first slant, how ecstatic I was, because I was like, holy cow, talk about quality in a stainless steel version, right? And a slant. And I love the fact that they've gone from this is really cool to this is standard, right? This is now what is being expected of them, and I think that's awesome. I think it's really cool to see the progress that they've made, and the amount of just options that they offer is absolutely astounding. If you go over to their website, right, or go over to AliExpress on the app, it blows my mind every single time I'm over there. Their inventory page is massive. And right now, the funniest part is because of the holiday rush, right, I didn't get the razor right on schedule with everybody else. It was delayed. And as such, they're already offering us discount on this razor. And that's the cool part about if you order over there, is they do offer discounts pretty frequently. And it is, you can get, I mean, it is substantial. You can usually get 5, 10, 15, up to 30. I've seen up to $30 off on some of their products, which is really cool. You get 50, 60, 75% off on what's basically brand new, right? It's like barely released, 2 weeks old, and they're already offering a price cut, which is kind of cool. I really like how that they're an option for people that are on the budget, but for people that still demand quality, right? Just because it isn't breaking the bank doesn't mean it's not absolutely beautiful and well made. The actual teeth on this razor, I believe you can fill. You do absolutely get some of that like open comb variation, like scallop variation fill to it. It's crazy how good of a shave I'm getting out of the razor and how easy it is to use. Really enjoy this 3-piece design. Again, it is a 3-piece design, so in the end, if you hate this handle, right, the handle's removable. You can swap it off, you can change it, and I honestly, I may go and opt to use a little bit more knurled, longer handle. I think this one's actually just a little short for my preference, which is kind of weird. I usually love short handles, but I feel like you're actually only utilizing this amount, right? So I'm only getting this much grip here, so you're kind of missing this and this. So I think if I added just a little bit more grip up here, I'd like it a little bit better ergonomically. Just my preference here. It doesn't really impact the shave at all. I just would like a little bit more grip here. That's for me. That's just for me. Wow. What a shave. Look at this. Absolutely to the bone. We are bowling ball smooth. We are ready to go sliding down like a seal. That is a beautiful, easygoing razor. I can see why the 37 has gotten so much praise, right? I know I'm not the only person that's reviewed the 37 Slant now, and a bunch of people are saying it's their favorite Yaqi razor. I can see why. It's really, really smooth, easygoing. Look at how smooth my skin is, and it was no effort at all. Love the angle of that when you really compare it to some of the other options. And I have to do it. I have to get it out. This is Yaqi's just recently released Slant. I'm going to wipe this thing off so you guys can see how pretty it is. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. But the angle is, I will say this, very, 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 it is critical. It is crucial to find. And sometimes maintaining it can be difficult, right? Look at how, because of how extreme it is. Sometimes when shaving on the surfaces that are round or things like that, it's kind of hard to find. This is very easy because it's very beveled. That bevel on there is very easy to find. I like this a lot from Grace as a slant option, right? For just about anybody out there that wants to use one. This is their other slant that they offer in stainless steel that I have polished, and as you can see, the profile on it, this one's more rounded. It has the more flat bar. It definitely, it feels much more like a standard safety razor when you compare it to this razor right here. This one's very unique on the skin. I really like the shave profile of it, and I really like the smoothness to the razor, right? It's a very smooth razor, even though you can feel the blade on it. I would say top notch. One of my more favorite, if not my favorite slant from them thus far. I love the adjustable aspect of the other one, but just the ease and like, you know, just how like autopilot it was to find that angle. For me, it makes it an obvious winner. Love this one. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be going over and getting yourself a 37 or if you already have, right? I love the razor. I can see why so many people are talking about it and why people would want to chase it. It's a really good close shaving, all stainless steel, finely version of the 37S or 37C Merkur. Absolutely awesome. Wow. That smells so good. I don't care who you are. This right here, the 1 million like kind of homage, just smells absolutely phenomenal. A huge shout out to MSC, right? Master Soap Creations, for doing such a great job in developing and designing these scents. Ooh, projection for days. What a shave. Absolutely to the bone. Thank you for being here for it. 2025 is going to be phenomenal, and I'm thrilled to be able to share it here with you on channel. Let me know in the comments what you guys are looking forward to, and until I see you for another BBS absolutely to the bone shave, I'm going to get out and enjoy this one. I'll see you for our next one. Subs out.